In 2013, Purdue University's Dance Marathon group, known as PUDM, became the youngest dance marathon organization in the United States to raise over $1 million for Riley Hospital for Children. With the bar set impressively high for 2014, could PUDM work its million-dollar magic once again?
Purdue Dance Marathon, it's all done by the students, and it's an organization that raises money all year round for Riley Hospital for Children.
Really, it's a fire that's ignited on Purdue's campus for the passion that they have for the kids and the families that we serve.
Usually in November, we have a marathon, which is kind of our celebration to see what we've done all year, and we do stand for 18 hours.
We stand for 18 hours. We say for those who can't, in honor of these kids and all that they've gone through.
You don't have to be a good dancer to be involved, but the big thing is just standing on your feet for 18 hours. I went to a dance marathon my first year here at Purdue and was visiting some friends, getting them their coffee in the middle of the night. And while I was there, I had the opportunity to hear one story of a Riley family telling them what their journey was like going through the hospital and the surgeries that they had to endure at such a young age, and hearing that story and reflecting on my own childhood and saying, wow, I was given a lot of privileges and gifts as a child, so I really have a great opportunity here in front of me.
I was elected president, and then I picked my 3 vice presidents. We then elected our executive board, which was a total of 28 of us. We then have call-outs for committee members, which we have roughly 500 of those, and they work on various things, whether that be corporate donations, special events that we have throughout the year.
Working with the co-rec and working with Elliott Hall of Music for the sound production and the lights, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, and a lot of campus partners that are very gracious to offer us their time and help us out with putting on a great event.
We try to fundraise as much as we can and just keep in communication as much as we can, and then we hit fall and it's planning for the actual event.
We try to put out giant megaphones and things that will attract people there, as well as pieing people in the face, and really brings the students in, and not only goes towards a great cause, but it also spreads the word of who we are and who we're helping.
Always. All right, please stand for the official start of PUDM 2014.
We do stand for 18 hours, and then during that 18 hours we have our families there and different events throughout the night to keep people going.
We want to make sure there's a good balance of keeping the dancers entertained, but also keeping the kids entertained and making them feel like the rock stars of the event.
I think that the families really enjoy our event because we put a lot of thought into it. The kids always have someone with them, and the kids are always doing whatever they want. If they want to eat an extra slice of pizza, we take them to the front of the line. There's an extra room for them to let them get away from the loud noises.
We are a fundraising organization, but we need to remember why we're fundraising.
The amount of dancers that were going up to families and feeling comfortable enough to introduce themselves and to create those connections is something that we really love to see, because it's a result of our hard work paying off.
So we still want to have activities at the marathon, even though it is a celebration, to keep that total going up. So at the end, we can really say that we did all we could.
So we divide the participants up into 8 different color tracks, and they are representing that color track for those 18 hours.
And it's roughly 250 to 300 students on each track, and that's just how our marathon moves.
It's kind of hard to have 2,000 people do the same thing all at the same time. So we have people rotate throughout our event. Some people eat, some people dance, some people hear stories from families, and we have a section where it's games.
It's really just a fun competition to get people involved, and sometimes that motivates them to do a little bit more.
If a dancer from a particular color track is introducing themselves to a family and taking an extra time to learn their story, that's points for the color track. So it's a combination of fun activities such as dodgeball and other games, but as well as just really immersing yourself in the experience.
The morale dance is a huge hit for a lot of people. They actually come up with the different songs, put them together, and then come up with the dance to teach at the event. And these students learn the dance, and then they actually teach the other students. A lot of people usually love to learn it, and then they go and practice after they're done eating and stuff, and then at the end everyone does it together.
We We call it the Dream Big Circle. So at the end of the marathon, before the total is put up, we have the committee members, the dancers, the families, anyone who has been able to stay for that whole 18 hours, circle up around the outside of the gym and join arms. And then the executive board takes a minute to make a smaller circle in the middle. And we really try not to make it about the executive board. All year long we're pushing, it's the committee members who, there's 400 of them. They can do so much more than we can. But we do take that minute to say, like, this is what we've worked for and we did this together.
There's not a lot of words exchanged. There's a lot of looks and stares and just going back into the memories you made with that individual.
It's just, you look around at the people in that circle and you're just so proud of everything that they've done. And I don't even know how to explain it. I really just don't have words for it because it's just so incredible to know that we're doing something that's helping others.
We had the executive board right after that fan out into the circle, and we had the families have scissors, and we all wear a bracelet for the 18 hours.
And they were cutting off the hospital bands because every participant gets a hospital band. And it's just kind of symbolic that your journey's over, but just to keep in mind that even though we're done dancing, there's still kids fighting at Riley. I mean, Riley's at capacity right now. I was the vice president of finance, so I had the pleasure of knowing our total throughout the whole year, which was really exciting because we kind of keep that a secret until the end of our marathon.
Taylor, the vice president of finance, and I had to make a lot of game time decisions throughout the 18 hours on what to tell executives and what not to. And, you know, after I stopped knowing, I knew she knew.
8, 2, 0, 1, 5, 2, 0, 0.
And so as soon as that number went up, I looked straight at her and I walked straight over to her and just, you know, crying, everything.
When it first came up, I had to take a second to count it all, count all the digits and everything, and really take a second to bring it all in, and also hear the reaction of the crowd, and everyone was going crazy.
We were so happy and so thrilled that we were able to get back to there because doing it for a second year in a row is really hard despite what some people might think. And we still proved that while focusing on the kids and not a monetary goal, we can still achieve $1 million.
It's not about hitting the $1 million, it's about doing everything that you can for the cause. Behind the scenes things just went so smoothly and we had people there on time and our acts were wonderful. So overall the marathon itself just went wonderfully.
I've learned empathy, compassion, friendship, sacrifice. I mean, Dance Marathon teaches you so much and I couldn't be more grateful for my experience with it.
It's hard work and sometimes it gets tough, but when you're connecting with those kids and you have a secret handshake with this kid and this one remembers your name and he really looks up to you, those are opportunities that I wouldn't be able to get if I didn't make the decision to join Dance Marathon.
Their toys aren't Barbie dolls and trucks. It's they're in the hospital, you know, with the teddy bear on a CAT scan bed or something like that. And so just knowing that we're able to give them Dance Marathon, that's like their sporting event. That's like their, you know, it's better than Christmas. And just seeing them laughing and having fun and smiling, that's the most rewarding thing for me.
Planning for the Fall 2015 Dance Marathon is already underway. Visit PUDM.org to find out how you can volunteer or make a donation. That wraps up another Boiler Bytes. Be sure to check us out online at boilerbytes.com. We'll see you next time.